Let's start with some good news for UK-based Nigerian soprano singer Francesca Chiejina, as she makes the final cut for the prestigious Royal Philharmonic Society Awards in the singing category. The singer will face stiff opposition from another soprano singer, Claire Booth, and tenor specialist David Bott Phillip. The RPS Awards will take place at Royal Birmingham Conservatoire on the 6th of March this year. So a while back, Francesca headlined a classical concert at the Muson Festival in Lagos State, and I spoke with her about her music, performing in Lagos, her then recently released albums, and perhaps finding a worthy collaborator in the Afrobeats lane to create a music hybrid just for the fun of it. Take a listen to that conversation.
Destroy his body, that in my flesh I see God, shall I see God, I love to perform home in Lagos, especially at the Muson Center, where I took my first music lessons. I'm going to make it a priority in my career as long as I have to come back and perform here as often as possible.
Alright, so tell us about your selections today. You came up, I think, about 3 times. Tell us about those performances and how you prepared with the orchestra as well. You know, because you're not based with them. How you prepared with them?
Well, I arrived about a week ago, and the Messiah has standard solos for the soprano, so I took half of them, and the other sopranos in the choir took the other half. And for the most part, I played the angel, so I had to be, with all the torment and the excitement in the Messiah, I had to come in and be kind of peaceful and bring good news, and it's a tricky role to play, but it's always fun. Shout, 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 rejoice with
You dropped 2 new albums. Tell us about those albums as well.
So, Transfigured with Kaleidoscope Chamber Collective came out on the 15th of September, and the second album that came out a few days ago, actually, Our Indifferent Century, has me singing Benjamin Britten with a very close friend of mine, Natalie Birch. We went to school together, so we have a long working relationship. And in the other CD with Kaleidoscope Chamber Collective, we explore some kind of deep, dark harmonies, and it's transfigured, so it kind of, later in the album, it kind of goes to brighter, sweeter tones of some kind of obscure composers. So they're unique CDs, unique music, and listen if that sounds interesting to you.
Of course it does. And speaking about uniqueness, I know I said lastly the other time, but I promise you this is the last question. Speaking about uniqueness, your kind of music is unique, of course, classical music and all of that. But in Nigeria, there is also another kind of music that is really getting the world attention right now, Afrobeats and stuff. Do you think at some point there might be an intersection? Do you think you could find a space where you could intersect with perhaps 1 or 2 Afrobeat artists and perhaps see a collaboration and perhaps birth a new kind of music that the world can share?
I think with popular music, and now that Afrobeats is the popular music, collaborating with classical musicians is actually not unheard of. So I think that's the natural next step, and I'm very open to any of the artists out there. Rima, shout out, I love your music. Open to, and it's a natural partnership, I think. We shall speak
Yes, I'm not sure she's been able to connect with Rema, who, by the way, is nominated in the Best Global Music Album category at the Grammys, which will hold on Sunday. Here's to wishing her all the best at the RPS Awards, and also wishing Rema all the best at the Grammy, and the same for all the other Afrobeat artists who got nominated in the Grammys. We have our fingers crossed and we're wishing them all of the best.